Hello, everyone. This is part 3 of my Amazon sketchbook. And yeah, I've been drawing a lot lately, doing some more doodles and stuff. And I got the 20 drawings again. So hopefully, this will probably be more of like a lengthy video so you guys can like see my drawings more for longer time and stuff. Because YouTube usually promotes videos that are often longer, like for watch time. That's usually what videos that YouTube usually promotes. This could explain why my early animations usually didn't get any views at all. Is because there were short animations. Yeah, and then like longer animations cost timely to do. And it's kind of hard to keep up with the algorithm nowadays when you're like uploading, re-uploading videos once a week because the animations take a long time. Because animations are very like complex and very time consuming medium you have to do. So yeah, it's kind of hard to keep unless you're doing story time animations. That's kind of different. So enough rambling on. Let's get to the drawings. Here's Vicky the squirrel in her a cute swimsuit. She usually dives and stuff. I guess she looks even more like Sandy now. Sandy from SpongeBob, Sandy the squirrel. She looks even more like her now because Sandy wears a swimsuit too. Yeah, because most of the characters in SpongeBob, usually aside from SpongeBob himself and maybe other characters, they usually wear like swimsuits and trunks and stuff. The fish and stuff. Yeah, they usually wear like trunks and swimsuits sometimes. Yeah, the characters. I guess every character wears that, except for the characters. At least except for other characters. It depends on which character it is. Especially like normal citizens in SpongeBob usually wear swim trunks and stuff. Patrick kind of wears swim trunks as well. With characters like SpongeBob, Squidward, and Mr. Krabs usually wear like normal uniforms. I guess because they usually work at an actual restaurant compared to other characters. Yeah, yeah. Saint herself wears a swimsuit, but it looks similar to this one. Figgy has her own version of her swimsuit. I guess he says Figgy's character design was inspired by Sandy from SpongeBob, because in terms of squirrel characters. But she has a more simple design compared to Sandy. Because Sandy has like underwater suit that she wears. Here's Pat the Pummler, my wrestler character from the Alien Defender. Yeah, Pat the Pummler. Yeah, it's Patrick the Pummler. Yeah, the flexing his biceps and stuff, doing like a pose for like a camera, for like photos to shoot like a roster page. Yeah, I guess you could say his heavyweight. He's kind of like the heavyweight kind of wrestler who uses like power slams and stuff. Usually, he's usually a typical type of wrestler. He's usually like the power kind of wrestler, which kind of nowadays is a more underrated kind of wrestler nowadays because the nerds usually hate kind of wrestlers kind of like that, the jock wrestlers. Yeah. Here's Megan. She's getting scared and stuff. Surprise out of nowhere. Megan from Scrappy Discovery. Like, ah! Yeah. Yeah. Also, her hair, who's usually she's kind of a mutant character, so her hair is kind of like arm extensions, like a little bit. She can control her arm. She control her hair like arms and stuff. Yeah. Here's Angel, the Falcon from Falcon Force, the Talon's wife from Falcon Force. There's one like saying hi. Here's Brutus and Abby from Karate Bugs. This Brutus just chilling and Abby just watching him. Yeah, because Brutus is definitely more like a. We can say Brutus more like a meathead because in terms of like karate and stuff, he's kind of like Raphael, which was the inspiration of his character, Raphael from Ninja Turtles, like that angry character, like mad character and stuff. I guess you could say it's more it's more of it's inspired by more like the 2012 Raphael from the 2012 version of Ninja Turtles, because I think it's the version like the most is the Raphael from the 2012 version, because he had more character compared to the like let's say the 2003 version, which is too much honestly. Yeah, I didn't like the 2003 Raphael that much because he's too much of a high head. That pretty much is his only character trait honestly in that version of Ninja Turtles. Yeah. He's not like the lovable jerk that the character eventually became, which became the inspiration for Brutus from Karate Bugs. I guess the inspiration of Karate Bugs was based on Ninja Turtles and stuff, especially since yeah, it was inspired by Ninja Turtles because at the time I was watching a lot of Ninja Turtles. I was binge watching Ninja Turtles on Pluto TV, the Totally Turtles channel. Yeah, I've been binge watching Ninja Turtles all day and stuff, which became the inspiration for Hardy Bugs. I think I already spent that in the other. I think I already spent that in the other comic review, other sketchbook tour videos. Yeah, here is the drawing of like playing video games. So like it's like a first person perspective on playing someone playing video games on their TV and stuff. Yeah, this is one of those box TVs that have the DVD player inside of the TV and stuff. The VHS player. Yeah, you younger people probably don't know what VHS is, but VHS tapes were probably the videos of the time because VCRs were a thing, and you put your VHS tape in the VCR and you watch like your own recorded videos or movies and stuff. Yeah, yeah. At the time, we played video games as well. Because I think YouTube. At this time, I think YouTube just came out because this is like the early to late 2000s. Yeah, it was kind of like this. And CDs were new. DVDs were a thing. Video games, memory cards came out with the video games. You know, capitalism that way. Also, VHS, I mean, VCRs were still a thing too. Yeah, and I think YouTube just came out that time as well. I think it's like 2005 ish that YouTube first came out. It was relatively niche kind of. It's kind of like a niche kind of site YouTube used to be. Yeah, pretty much YouTube now compared to now. YouTube's basically you have replaced cable. Honestly, it pretty much became cable now with all the ads on YouTube now. Pretty much like the cool hit version of cable, honestly. Yeah, this is in terms of maybe I had to dose off a little bit, but yeah, there's an Axe Knight character slashing like some bats from the RPG stuff. 100 points, that's 200 points. Yeah, there's a cat on top of the TV and stuff. Here's the brother's little sister who wants to play. I want to play. Wants to play video games with them. Yeah, I think I have a younger sister too who used to play video games with me all the time as well. Yeah. I had older brothers and a younger sister who used to play video games all the time. Yeah. I think it was like the four of us used to play video games on like a Nintendo 64. Like all four of us used to play it. Here's Megan again. She's just chilling now, like on a rock and stuff. Yeah. And he is her not frightened and just scared. like a normal like drawing of Vicky. Not Figgy, Megan. Yeah. I think I bruised a little bit. That's a Figgy for. That's it. I think it's a Figgy on the last drawing. I guess this drawing. Yeah, her name is Megan, not Figgy. Oh, I had to turn the page a little bit too much. Here's Tiger from Cat Island Adventures. Tiger, the saber-tooth tiger character from Cat Island Adventures. I mean, I guess saber-tooth tigers are probably the coolest animals ever, honestly. Just like the way that they adapted to their surroundings and became like the apex predators of North America, in that ice age area of North America. Yeah, especially with these long teeth and stuff. They use the slash at prey and stuff. Yeah, nature's just cool in general. Here is Candy the cat from Cat Island Adventures. And yeah, I don't think Candy's an appropriate name for her. Maybe I'll just rename her to Carrie in the next comic. If I do manage to make another Cat Island Adventures comic, I'm probably just going to rename her to Carrie instead of Candy. Because Candy doesn't sound right. Especially when a character looks like this. Especially since these are supposed to be younger characters. Yeah. Candy just doesn't sound right. I mean, I guess you could say they're technically adults. I mean, but they're technically like younger because they're technically raised by that old lady character. Because the inspiration from Cat Island Adventures came from cat islands in Japan, actually. The islands are full of cats and stuff. Yeah, that's the inspiration for it. I mean, I could include more cat characters that way, like on the other side of the island and stuff. I might include more cat characters in Cat Island Adventures soon. But I'm too busy doing another comic right now. let you guys off by a little update. I'm doing another comic. It's a new one-off comic that I'm doing in my Suclar sketchbook now. It's called Cat Badger and Bunny Dog. You know that those characters? Yeah. Yo, speaking of characters, here they are. Cat Badger and Bunny Dog. Yeah, I'm making a comic of them right now. I mean, I'm only doing the draft, so I'm not gonna get the digital version out for a while. So when I finish the draft, I'm probably gonna just go change it up when I do the digital version inside my digital my my tablet. Yeah, my system galaxy tablet. Probably gonna do more digital comics. Here's the swordsman robot character sitting there and throwing stuff. He became king now, so all the robots serve him now. It's a warrior character, or accent warrior character. This is a pretty much a cool design as well. I think inspiration of his design came from like Gundams from Toonami when like Gundam used to be a thing on Toonami. Yeah, that's inspiration for this design as well. So I used to watch a lot of Gundam on Toonami one time when I was a kid. Because it was the coolest thing ever. Those mech robot Gundams from like Japan stuff. Yeah, they're the coolest thing ever. Here's Duke, who's also a character in Kyle Adventures. Maybe in the next comic I'll probably make him have more of a presence on the new Kyle Adventures if I get into working on that in the future. Because Duke is like a fat cat character. Yeah. I mean, the only thing with Duke is that his color scheme is way too similar to Brutus, but in terms of his color scheme, yeah, because when you have so many characters, you kind of accidentally repeat certain color schemes. I mean, the only difference is that he's kind of more like a brownish red than Brutus, who's just dark red. Yeah, but they're both red characters. Here's Kaida, the dragon lady from the Flawless Dragon. like a cute, like a cute shorts and stuff. It's kind of like a star pattern on her shirt, on her sleeveless shirt and stuff. She's really having a good time. I guess he's probably at a concert just rocking. Honestly, with Drake the Dragon, he's at a concert and stuff. Here's a whale, some underwater creatures, so octopus, a whale, and a fish. I guess this is the species of whale. It's probably a pilot whale, I think, or like a false killer whale. That's what it looks like. I guess he looks more like a pilot whale, because pilot whales are just a variety of different citations and stuff, and whales in general. All the different kinds of niches and stuff. Yeah, it's like they were specifically just put there to fill like specific niches in the ocean. Honestly, that's kind of nature works and stuff. Yeah, people say creator created them. Here's Sneaky Sal from Stone Ninja pilot that I made. And it's supposed that she made does look just like this in the actual animation. Cause I looked up I watched the animation I rewatched my animation and she did like this pose, signifying that she's ready to fight crime and stuff. And I redrew it in this pose in this drawing. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. She looks pretty cool in this kind of pose. But I love how to snipe someone with an arrow. Here's like I guess it's a kaiju character, more like a spike kaiju. Yeah, he's just full of spikes on his body. Kind of like a spike kaiju dinosaur character. And this one was very cool. Maybe I'll come up with a name with this character too, because I love kaijus in general, like Godzilla and Gamera, those kind of Godzilla characters. Yeah. Here's Moon from Cat Island Adventures as well. A lot of Cat Island Adventure characters. The cat girl with a cat hoodie. Yeah. I mean, the inspiration of her character design was Tao Kaka from Blaze Blue. That cat girl character from Blaze Blue. Who's that? The dumb character Tao Kaka from from Blaze Blue, the Blaze Blue video games. Yeah, she's like really fast and she just jumps over the screen like and hits you with endless combos super fast and stuff. And the only problem with her is that she's very frail. So like a heavy character like that giant red arm guy, that genius guy with the glasses, the giant like looks like a kind of like a titan a little bit. Like I know he's red. He's red and he's like giant. He's like you can like soul Takako pretty easily with him. Yeah. Also, Ragna might give Takako run for her money too. It's kind of strange because he's usually friends with her, honestly, in the games. Yeah. I've been watching a lot of. I guess the inspiration I watch Blaze Blue like cutscenes is from like when I watched Death Battle. When I used to watch Death Battle back then, before Death Battle got lame, started power scaling all everything. Came lame that way. Yeah. Here's Talon the Falcon from Falcon Force. Task page. Yeah, Talon Falcon Force. You're ready to take off and stuff. Yeah, I guess I drew his wings a little too small in this drawing. Yeah. These are mostly just doodles, honestly, because if I want to do like finished paintings, I probably would have done like more like I'll probably do it more digitally, like like colors. I mean, I do have color pencils, but they usually leave a mess on my sketchbooks that way. That's why I usually don't see that many color drawings in my sketchbooks because they leave a lot of mess. They leave a mess on my, honestly. I can show you guys here. Like this color drawing right here in my Prina sketchbook or Breedis. Yeah, I left like a mark right here. Yeah. There's a mark on the other page. And I can go for other color drawings and you see the mess that's made all over the drawings that way. Yeah, you see the blue shadows on Figgy. Yeah, that's usually why I don't do color pencil drawings that much. I want every drawing to at least stand out at least. Yeah, I don't want to be reminded of the other drawing that I just showed. Yeah. Here's Lua the Vampire Bat, who I like to draw a lot, basically. It's cute drawings of her. Just relaxing and sitting and stuff. I mean, I guess people do enjoy Werewolf, honestly. Because those usually consistently get views on YouTube compared to our other comics. Yeah. And here's my last drawing. Your karate arachnids. We are the arachnids is another pose that I got that drew from the animation. Yeah, from the episode. They're doing their poses and stuff when they first met the karate bugs. I don't think I came up with names of these characters yet. Maybe I will get into more of these characters when maybe future karate bus episodes. I'll probably introduce more names for them. But these are karate arachnids from Karate Bugs. They did make one heck of an impact on Karate Bugs, honestly. Right, since that episode 3 of Karate Bugs really like popped up by episodes, because I guess the first time I started using fully colored animations for Karate Bugs is that episode 3 of Karate Bugs. Yeah, that's when I started doing fully colored animations, and I'm probably just gonna do fully colored animations from now on. Honestly, it looks better that way. At least but except for Discovery. That stays like black and white animation or comics. So I'm Joseph off again. That's from part 3 of my Amazon Sketchbook tour video. And make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And that's it.